This was my cargo container idea. I thought you'd get a kick out of. There's 12 units in each cargo container. And if you're in a city setting, like downtown of a major city, these city blocks are 2 football fields long by 1 football field. And the idea is to break the homeless up so that you don't have fucking hundreds of them all balled up in one neighborhood. You just have them sprinkled out inside this alley. So in the alley, you would just push these 2 containers into the wall of an alley. And here's a couple dudes playing chess. Here's a couple people having coffee. They're homeless and they live in there. If they're lucky, some volunteers someday would paint a mural on this other alley of a beautiful scenery, and maybe some flowers if these people can handle it. If they can, somebody's going to want to water those flowers. But anyway, it spaces the homeless out so that they're not all bunched up, 50, 60 people clogging an alleyway. But if that's not feasible, because of dump trucks and garbage trucks and maintenance they got to go through, if that's not feasible, at least put one of these containers in your small town. Somewhere behind a police station, a courthouse, I don't care. But here's what it looks like inside. It's just a phone booth laying down, 3 feet by 8 feet, It's got one tiny, cheap-ass LED light, one little hose that pumps in heat, and the heat turns off every time that door is open, so that if you're an idiot and you want to leave that door open, the heat turns off. And you can shove all your gear up here by you. But I've been to too many small towns where there's no place to put my shit. And I have to go get a job, and I have to hide my gear in dumpsters and God knows many places. I wish I could go to a city and find just one of these cargo containers, and I go into City Hall, fill out some paperwork, and they give me a key, and this becomes my locker, a unit, so I can either sleep in or at least store my shit, because I got to go get a job for the summer. You don't know how many people are seasonal workers, especially in Colorado, and they just sleep in the damn bushes because they got nowhere to put their gear. And they can't sleep anywhere. It's like, can't you just put one of these in your town? Can't you put one of these fucking cargo containers in your town so we can go get a job?